I started a mainly carnivore diet years ago. I was training a lot and I was having skin issues at the time. I had also cut out a lot of the processed foods that I was eating, and I was supplementing a lot of vitamins. And I was having these circulatory problems. So when you have skin issues, it's usually circulatory issues. So I was looking into circulation and what was the root cause of poor circulation. And what it came down to, what I realized in that research that I was doing, was that I just didn't have enough minerals in my diet, enough amino acids. And so I always talk about the amino acids. I talk about them because it's the basis of our body. It's actually the basis of our skin structure. And so realizing that I didn't have enough amino acids in my diet, and I was constantly pushing it out through my stress response, through either the mental stress that I was going through or the workouts that I was doing, I decided to primarily go for a carnivore diet. So to eat a lot more protein. And I also cut my supplements out because I figured if I'm going to be eating more carnivore, more animal protein, it is going to be a little bit more expensive. However, all of the amino acids, all of the vitamins and everything, they are found in their organic structure naturally from animal protein. So I said, okay, if I'm not going to spend my money here, I'm going to spend it over there, and I'm going to get good protein. And just immediately I noticed a huge difference. Like I said, I had redness and dryness in my knuckles. My skin improved so much. My body changed a lot. I was having an easier time recovering from my workouts, and my body also shaped up a bit. I had more lean muscle. I lost a bit of fat. And so then I became very intrigued by what is it in the carnivore diet? What are we getting from these animal proteins that we aren't necessarily getting from a lot of these plant sources? Because I was eating mainly vegetables before this, mainly vegetables and like a little bit of protein. I had this idea that like that was the best balance, but when you're training, when you're strength training, when you are breaking down muscle, and if you're wanting to build muscle, if you want to build muscle, my thing is you have to eat muscle. So, and there's a specific compound called carnitine that's found in high amounts of animal protein. It's not necessarily carnitine, our bodies synthesize it, so it's from lysine and methionine, which are amino acids. And when we get plenty of these amino acids, we can synthesize carnitine, which is the Mac Daddy key to mitochondrial functioning. So normally our energy would go through mitochondria like this. They go through several stages and whatnot, but when we don't have enough carnitine in our body, our energy gets stuck. It can't get past a certain phase within the mitochondria. And basically what happens is the mitochondria will send a 911 like fire signal or a flame signal. It'll send an apoptosis signal, which means basically we're not doing good, and the cell might commit suicide, or the immune function will flare up. So that's where we get things like inflammation. But if we keep everything in flow with enough nutrients, our electrons will be able to flow through. And this is a benefit of grounding also, is these electrons being able to flow through. But that's one of the reasons. So carnitine, taurine, zinc, iron. A lot of women are eating are low in iron. And I always say, if your problems, you're anemic, you're low in iron, not necessarily taking an iron supplement is going to be helping you, because all of these individual vitamins and nutrients, they work together as a team. The body is composed of trillions of cells that work together as a team. If you take we think of like one organ. So we think of like the heart, and we don't think of the heart being broken down into millions and trillions of cells with millions and millions and millions of mitochondria in each cell. And maybe that was over exaggerated, but there's composure to this. There's teamwork involved. And like I always say, you look in the mirror and you just see this one person that you normally see. You see a body, you see yourself, but you can't see the millions and trillions of cells that are working together to present this one picture of you in the mirror. So it's always more beneficial to get as many amino acids, as many vitamins and nutrients as possible. And we know, as far as skin goes, skincare, one of the best things you can do for skincare is get plenty of amino acids. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body. So the more protein that you are intaking, the more amino acids that you are getting in your body, the better your skin health will be, the better your sexual function will be, the better vibrancy you'll have, the better sleep you'll have. And I think it'll give you enough energy to literally do whatever you want. And also it will help you recover from your training, keep more lean muscle mass, and lose weight if that's the only thing that you were concerned with. So plenty of amino acids is so important for the diet. I really can't emphasize it enough. And that is basically why I am a huge fan of the carnivore diet. So if that is something that you're interested in, they have great doctors. I'm not a doctor. They have great doctors who talk about this. I'm just a very enthusiastic galley who's wanting to share my own experience. Dr. Gabrielle Lyon is phenomenal for carnivore diet stuff. We have Sean Baker, who's phenomenal with a lot of information on carnivore diet. And these people have done healing with patients through getting enough protein and exercising, particularly strength training. So I hope this was helpful as always. Like, share, subscribe if it was, and good luck.